The flyer lay on the kitchen counter, its black and gold design shimmering under the light. Masquerade night at the Adolphus. A benefit gala, part costume, part cocktail party. Jenna had tossed it down casually that morning, but Alex hadn't been able to stop staring at it since. Perfect chance, Jenna said now, zipping up her garment bag. You'll blend in. Everyone's in masks. No one's going to question you. Alex swallowed hard. Blend in? Or stand out? Both, Jenna said with a sly smile. Jenna's outfit, a bold red cocktail dress with an asymmetrical hem, paired with strappy gold heels. A glittering mask inlaid with rhinestones covered the upper half of her face, and her hair was swept into a sleek chignon. Alexis's outfit, a fitted black cocktail dress that hugged her frame and fell just above the knee, paired with sheer black tights and classic stiletto heels. Her mask was silver, delicate filigree that framed her eyes like lace. Jenna had styled her hair into loose curls, and the makeup was polished, eyeliner sharp, lips painted in a soft rose. On her wrist, a thin chain bracelet gleamed. Standing in front of the mirror, Alexis barely breathed. She looked absolutely stunning. Jenna appeared behind her, adjusting the curls at her shoulder. Now that's the girl I knew was hiding in there. Alexis's throat tightened. I don't think I can do this. Yes, you can, Jenna said firmly, squeezing her hand. The only one stopping Alexis is Alex. The ballroom at the Adolphus shimmered with golden light. Chandeliers sparkled overhead, music floated from a live quartet, and everywhere masks glittered. The air smelled of champagne and perfume. Alexis's heels clicked against the marble as she walked at Jenna's side, heart hammering in her chest. Every glance felt like a spotlight, every laugh in the room like it might be about her. But then someone smiled. A woman in a sapphire gown nodded politely. A man in a tuxedo held the door for her, his eyes warm. Jenna leaned close, whispering, "See? You belong here." Alexis sipped champagne, nerves still buzzing, but with every passing minute the weight of fear lessened. Compliments came. On her mask, her dress, her hair. Each one chipped away at the voice screaming she didn't belong. And when she caught her reflection in the mirrored wall, black dress, silver mask, rose-painted lips, Alexis felt the most dangerous thing of all, pride. The masquerade had stretched into its second hour. The ballroom hummed with voices and clinking glasses, couples swirling across the floor under glittering chandeliers. Jenna had been swept into a conversation with two men in tuxedos, laughing easily at something one of them said. Alexis lingered at her side at first, but the laughter didn't need her, and for the first time all night, she felt invisible in the best way. Not because she was unseen, but because she was safe enough to slip away. She drifted toward the refreshment table, heels steady against the marble. Alexis's outfit, the fitted black cocktail dress hugging her frame, sheer tights shimmering in the light, stilettos clicking with practiced rhythm. Her silver mask still sat lightly against her face, her lips painted rose, her curls soft around her shoulders. Jenna's outfit, still radiant in her bold red cocktail dress and gold strappy heels, mask glittering as she leaned casually on the arm of her chair, sipping champagne. At the table, a woman in a forest green gown turned, smiling warmly. "Your mask is gorgeous," she said, adjusting her own feathered half-mask. Alexis blinked. "Oh, thank you." "No, really," the woman continued. "It suits your eyes perfectly. Where did you get it?" Alexis hesitated for only a second. "It was a gift," she said smoothly, surprised at how natural her voice sounded. The woman nodded, satisfied, before excusing herself. Alexis exhaled slowly, pulse racing. Just casual conversation, as if she belonged here as much as anyone. A man in a silver vest passed by a moment later, offering a polite, "Evening." Alexis found herself smiling back, answering, "Good evening," with a poise she didn't know she had. Each exchange chipped away at the last of her fear. Compliments flowed. On her mask, her curls, the way her dress caught the light. She wasn't a spectacle. She was just Alexis. And when Jenna rejoined her, eyes gleaming with pride, Alexis realized she hadn't even noticed how long she'd been standing on her own. "Well?" Jenna asked, handing her a fresh glass of champagne. Alexis met her gaze, lips curling into a small, confident smile. "I didn't need you this time." Jenna laughed softly, clinking her glass against Alexis's. Morning sunlight spilled across the apartment, painting the walls in soft gold. The hum of the city rose faintly outside, muted through the glass. Alex stood in front of the closet, hands brushing over fabric. Hoodies, jeans, t-shirts, clothes that felt like armor but also like chains. And there, folded neatly on a hanger where Jenna had left it for her, was the sundress. Simple blue cotton, soft against her fingertips. She hesitated only a moment before slipping it over her head. Alexis's outfit, a light blue sundress falling just above her knees, cinched gently at the waist. White sandals with a modest heel. Minimal makeup, only lip gloss, mascara, and her curls loose, brushing her shoulders. Silver studs in her ears, bracelet light against her wrist. Jenna's outfit, a tank top in pale peach, denim shorts, flip-flops. Her hair was still damp from the shower, pulled into a casual braid. No makeup, no effort, but still radiant in her own ease. When Alexis stepped into the kitchen, Jenna looked up from her coffee mug. For once, there was no smirk, no sly dare, no game waiting in her smile. Just acknowledgement. "You chose it yourself," Jenna said softly. Alexis nodded, smoothing the skirt with her palms. "I did." Jenna leaned back in her chair, studying her. "So, are you Alexis now?" "For good." Alexis glanced toward the window, the Dallas skyline glowing in the morning haze. She thought of the bar, the masquerade, the mirror, the kiss. She thought of Alex, who had wanted to disappear, and of Alexis, who had finally been seen. She turned back to Jenna, her lips curving into a quiet, certain smile. "I don't know what the future looks like," she said. "But today. Yeah. Today, I'm Alexis." Jenna's smile widened, warm and genuine. "Then let's go get brunch, Alexis." Alexis giggled, slipping a purse over her shoulder. The heels clicked against the hardwood as she walked toward the door. And as the sunlight poured over her when she stepped outside, Alexis realized the most terrifying and exhilarating truth of all. This was only the beginning. Do you want to see what happens next? Subscribe and become part of our story. New episodes every week. Turn on the bell so you never miss what's coming next.